Let's look at the motor symptoms. Now, motor symptoms are catatonia, and the term catatonia was given by Carl Kahbaum. So, this again is an important MCQ. We have two important terms here, stupor and excitement. Stupor is basically extreme hypoactivity or immobility and minimum response to stimuli. So, the patient will be completely lying, not moving at all, and even if he will be responding very less to the painful stimuli or any kind of stimuli. Whereas on the other hand, we can even have excitement. Excitement is extreme hyperactivity which is not goal oriented. So these are the motor symptoms. However, let's look at some of the catatonic symptoms in schizophrenia. There are various kind of catatonic symptoms. Let's look at them one by one. One is posturing or cataplexy, which is nothing but a spontaneous maintenance of posture for long period of time. So very unnatural, uncomfortable postures these patients will maintain for very long period of time. Second is waxy flexibility. Here when the examiner tries to move limb, any passive movement, when the examiner tries, he gets a plastic resistance. So not very active resistance, a passive resistance, as if he is trying to move something of a wax. Automatic obedience is excessive cooperation with the examiner's command despite unpleasant consequences. So if the patient is asked to take out his tongue and you prick it, okay, even though it is painful, the patient will keep on taking out his tongue. So excessive cooperation with examiner's command despite unpleasant consequences. Echolalia is mimicking examiner's speech. So whatever the examiner will be saying, the patient will be repeating it. Echopraxia is mimicking examiner's movement. Negativism is refusal to accept examiner's instruction or any attempt to move him. So that is negativism. Grimacing is basically maintenance of odd facial expression, that is grimacing. There are certain other symptoms like stereotypsy. Stereotypsy is a spontaneous, repetitive of odd purposeless movement, like say, saluting everyone who is coming. So there are certain other catatonic symptoms. Stereotypsy is a spontaneous repetition of odd purposeless movement, right? Gain-Hatletin is basically resistant to passive movement directly proportional to the strength applied. So here when we saw earlier waxy flexibility, the resistance was like a wax, but here the more the examiner wants to exerts the force to do some movement, the higher is the resistance. So resistance to passive movement is directly proportional to the strength applied. Mannerism is spontaneous odd purposeful movement. So stereotypsy, it was purposeless, but here it is purposeful movement, like saluting every passerby. Okay, preservation is an induced movement which is senselessly repeated, like say the patient is asked to protrude the tongue and he will keep protruding the tongue even when you have stopped asking him. This again is a sign of organic brain disease. Finally, ambitendency is inability to decide to do the desired motor movement. So what happens, you ask the patient to shake hand and he will bring his hand forward, again withdraw it. So he's not able to decide whether he should shake his hand or not, and so that motor activity he will not be able to do. So that ambitendency is inability to decide the desired motor movement. So these were the catatonic symptoms of schizophrenia.